The comment of the week goes to Brianna B. Arts. Thank you so much for your comment. I really like reading y'all's comments, and if you'd like to be the comment of the week, all you have to do is leave a comment that could have been you. Howdy my peeps, and welcome to week 4 of Peachtober. We have not even a full week left. 5 days left by the time you're seeing this on YouTube, which is crazy. This month really flew by. But anyways, we're starting off with day 20. The prompt was rest, and it took me 41 minutes to complete. I decided to draw my OC Shanti, and my interpretation of this prompt is very loosey-goosey because she's resting her face or her head in her hand. This is not the idea that I initially came up with for this prompt, and that is a common theme this week. I changed up a bunch of things. I think it's mainly because I planned out all of these drawings like a month ago, and now I'm like, I don't want to draw that anymore. So you're going to see a lot more of that. But anyways, this is how it turned out, and I do really like this drawing. Next up, we have day 21, Greenhouse. This drawing took me 1 hour and 17 minutes to complete, and oh my goodness, why did I decide to do this? Especially so late in this challenge. Like, we're towards the end. This is like the last third of the month, and I'm like, I don't want to be doing all this. I had to break out the ruler, and I had my little reference off to the side. I did do it. I did draw the greenhouse. This was, strangely enough, one of the few drawings that I kept my original idea. I don't know why. I was tired. I didn't feel like drawing all these straight lines. This is like pretty much the only, well, not the only, well, kind of only drawing this month that has like a finished, complete background. And oh my gosh, maybe a little too ambitious for like to include in a 31-day challenge, but I did finish it. This kind of set the tone for the rest of the week. I did this drawing on Sunday, and after this, I don't think I did No, not really. I didn't really double up any more days after this until the very end of the week, because I was just, I don't want to say burnt out, because I wasn't really burnt out. I did want to draw. I just didn't feel like drawing these things anymore. I have a lot of mixed feelings about how this drawing turned out, mainly because I don't like some of the decisions that I made while I was drawing this. For example, I've been using Prismacolor Premier pencils to do the line art this entire challenge, but I went to the art store last week and I picked up a Micron Pen, and I was really excited to use it, and I decided to use it on this drawing, and I used it for the character. I should not have done that because it just looks a little out of place, and now that's like the only drawing that I have this month that has a Micron Pen. So I don't know why I did that. Also, some of the color choices I don't really like, but other than that, I do like the drawing, and I am glad that I attempted something a little more involved. But anyways, moving on, next we have day 22, Village. This one took me over 1 hour to complete. I'm estimating 1 hour 20 because I don't have the sketching process. Oopsie! Like I mentioned earlier, a common theme this week is I just wasn't liking the ideas that I came up with originally, and so I sketched some things off camera quite often to kind of get some of those creative juices flowing, because I was really just like, I'm not pleased with what I've come up with here. But I am glad that I did that, because I really like this drawing, and I think it's one of my favorites this week. I drew Kamir with a few of his friends from his little Jedi village. Only one of these characters is like an established OC, and that's Jakari. That's the Twi'lek that he's standing next to. But the other two I just kind of came up with on the fly because I wanted to draw more people. During the sketching process, this drawing changed quite a bit, because originally I was going to go with something very similar with the original idea, which was Kamir as in a village baker, and I was just going to draw him with a bunch of other bakers from his village. But I was like, I don't feel like drawing that, so I decided to draw something cute instead. Which, I mean, I think I could have made a bunch of bakers cute too, but I didn't want to, so I didn't. But anyways, this is how the drawing turned out. I do like it. I really like the Togurta. He looks really silly. I definitely think this is one of my stronger drawings from this week, which is nice. Next we have day 23, Party. This drawing took me an hour and 19 minutes to complete. Originally I was going to draw my OC Myra holding a big old bowl of punch, because that's a drawing I've done before. I have this little scene that I wrote a while ago and then ditched where Myra has a party and that's how her and Lentz meet, but I was like, I don't feel like drawing that anymore. I probably will redraw it at some point, but I didn't feel like doing it this particular time, so instead I drew Kamir throwing a party for his cat. Because why not? In this drawing, his cat is turning 3 years old, and I really wanted to do like one of those like cute vintage cakes that have like all the intricate piping and stuff all along the sides. One day I would like to actually make a cake like that, but until I'm able to actually get around to that, I just decided to draw it instead. Also, really quickly, I'm so sorry my head keeps popping into frame. I don't know if I'm like positioning my camera a bit differently this week or something, but my head is just in the way of a lot of these clips, so I'm sorry about that. Anyways, moving on, I really wanted to use pink and blue in this drawing. I just wanted something that was really light and fun and pretty, and I had a lot of fun coloring this. I also did like a little bit of lighting there. I think I could have done a little bit better. I don't know what it is, but for whatever reason, this month in particular, I've been like really struggling with lighting. I don't know what it is. I just keep forgetting where is my light source and how is that casting shadows on whatever I'm drawing. So I don't know why I'm struggling with that this month. So I say all that to say the lighting could be a little bit better, but I did attempt it, and that's all that matters. I'm so glad that I came out with an original drawing for this prompt instead of just redrawing something I've already done before. But anyways, this is how it turned out. I really like it, and I had a lot of fun with it as well. Next up is day 24, Radish. This one took me an hour to complete, and I had so much fun with this one. This is the best drawing that came out of this week, in my opinion. Is it perfect? No. There are a couple of things I would change if I could, but I can't. But anyways, I wanted to make like a strawberry shortcake type character. If you watched that video where I planned out all of my Peachtober drawings, you may have heard about that. The pink tracksuit, the 2000s like vibes. I really wanted to capture those, you know. And I had so much fun with this one. I even gave this character a little bit of makeup, which I typically don't do, for no reason other than the fact that I just don't do it. Which is weird to say, but I gave her like baby blue eyeshadow and lip liner. I think this is my first time attempting a lip liner in art, and I had so much fun with it. I might have to include it in more pieces moving forward because it was so fun and it looks super cute. I really like her eye makeup, and I just love it so much. The only thing I would change is the color of the tracksuit. I wish I had chosen a lighter shade of pink, but other than that, this is my best drawing, maybe even in this entire challenge. Did I just say that? I did. Next we have day 25, Stone. That took me 27 minutes to complete. Okay, so what happened this particular day is I was procrastinating big time, and I didn't start this drawing until later on in the day, and it was the day I had to finish all of this week's drawings because I have to compile everything into a video. Usually do that on Friday, so I like to be done with all my drawings by Thursday. And yeah, so it's a really quick one. I did not go with my original idea. I was going to do opal. I instead went with rubies because I didn't want to have to figure out how to color opals because I didn't have time. But this is how it turned out. I do really like this drawing. There are a few things I would have liked to have done better, but I had to rush it, unfortunately. Next we have day 26, Backpack. This one took me 25 minutes to complete, and with this one, I, believe it or not, actually tried to spend a little more time on this. I don't know how it took me 25 minutes. It just kind of worked out that way. This is one of the drawings from this week that pretty much stayed true to my original idea. In my story with Kamir, he carries around a backpack and also a messenger bag that has like all his belongings because he moves around a lot, and he carries his loaf cat in his messenger messenger bag, and I really enjoyed illustrating that idea. If I had a little more time, I would have liked to add a little more personality or character to the items, since they are Kamer's items. This could be anybody's bag, but I do really like this drawing. This might be one of those ideas that I revisit in the future to kind of refine, make a little bit better. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Shout out to my patrons, Merriment Illustrations, Sister Donna 55, and Kelsey. Thanks so much for being my patrons. I really appreciate you and everything that you do. Wow. Oh my goodness, if you would like to become a patron or like to support me on Ko-fi or follow me on social media, all of those links are in the description, and here are a couple of videos that I think you would like. But anyways, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time.